Morning everyone, welcome to another Compliance Over Coffee, and today is Thursday, nearly the weekend. So today is about managing investor expectations. What does all of that mean? Well, it means that if you just have a list of investors who you send deals that you think you've got out to them, and you haven't managed their expectations as to what you believe is possible on your area, then you're going to get a lot of thanks but no thanks. So how do you manage their expectations? You KYC them. You know your client. You get to know them and they get to know you. And whilst we do not ever at all at any stage give investment advice, we can, because of our experience and knowledge on our areas, know and understand what is possible for us to find. So I know on our regular buy-to-let patch that you're not going to get easily a 10% return at this moment in time. We could at one point in time. In fact, at some stage in our career as sourcing agents, we've had 17% on that area, but at this moment in time we can't. We know that we can get about 8% at this moment in time, and for some people that's absolutely fine. But if you get an investor and you have a very brief conversation or an email exchange and they say, I want 10%, and yes, you say, yes, okay, I'll go out and get it. But actually, you can't. You're wasting your time. So you have to manage the investor's expectations. And to do that, you have to know your area. You have to know your patch. You have to know what strategies work on what areas, and you have to know approximately what returns are achievable, whether it's cash flow or whether it's yield or whatever it is that you're calculating. And in order to know if it will work for each investor, you have to know how they're going to calculate that return. Because it could be that the way that you do it isn't the way that they do it, and their returns that they see will be completely different to the ones that you've calculated. So all of this is about managing your investors' expectations, but making it that you can much nearer hit their expectations knowledgeably rather than just a guess or just pure luck. So get to know your areas, get to know and calculate, purchase prices, approximate rents for buy-to-let areas. For flip areas, do the same, have a look, research it and hold spreadsheets on the data. Know the basic information of your patch. And then when your investor turns around and says, okay, I'm looking for a 10%, and you say, share with me how you're calculating that, and I'll get back to you and let you know if it's possible or if I can do it. Then you're managing their expectations and you're being honest, because there is no point in you going out and searching around and saying I can get you a 12% yield when actually there's no chance of you being able to do it. One might come around every Preston Guild, as they call it around here, which is every 10 years by the way, but generally speaking the higher returns are more difficult to come by. And yes, you can use motivated sellers, and I know that my friend Trish will listen to this and I know what she would say, and she would say, but remember that for them to be motivated, there has to be some pain in their lives, usually financial. And this type of person you should be treating as a vulnerable person because of that. Or trust us, if something dire goes wrong and you are taken to court, I can see the next PPI cases being did you sell your house too cheap, or did someone force the price down, or blah blah blah. So be very, very careful about how you're handling this sort of case. But please manage your investors' expectations. It will make for a much smoother journey. Yes, you won't have anywhere near as many investors on your list as you might have hoped for, but trust me when I say you only need one or two that you understand exactly what they want, how they will calculate the deal. you know that you can fulfill what they want, you manage their expectations, you are much more likely to get those deals over the line and your sourcing fee in the bank. So that's Compliance Over Coffee for this morning. Have a fantastic weekend. It's sun shining here at the moment. I hope it sunshines where you are all weekend and you have a great one. And I'll say bye for now, and we will be back next Tuesday and Thursday with more Compliance Over Coffee. Bye for now.